No one ever knows when he's talking into the Candid microphone. We try to bring you the real McCoy on Candid microphone. That is, when we make a secret recording of a guy named. You'll hear the real Smith or Jones, too, when we catch them in the act of being themselves. That's because we go out of the studio into the world to capture our candid glimpses of people like you. We eavesdrop with our hidden microphone. Yes, you'll hear the real McCoy on this program, because McCoy, like anyone else, will never know when he is talking into the Candid microphone. In the skyscrapers of Manhattan, the lights burn late, and the swivel chairs groan under the weight of tycoons, heavy with the burdens of big business. They sell and they buy, but always it's someone's super salesmanship that keeps the wheels of industry spinning. Whether they're selling steel or hot dogs, salesmen are brothers under your skin. Now, you won't always listen to them, but the doors to many plush-lined, pine-paneled offices are always open to one little salesman. He goes from office to office, selling to the inner man who is often too busy to go out for lunch. Now, listen to this high-speed super salesman and see if you can resist his sales talk.
What kind of sandwiches you got?
Ham, roast beef, cheese, ham, Virginia ham.
Nothing else?
Egg sandwiches and
What kind of meat?
roast beef.
You sure you have the roast beef, huh?
Yeah, we sure. Yeah. And bologna sandwich,
Yeah, bologna.
hamburger sandwiches, chicken salad sandwich, egg salad sandwich.
Must have something better than that.
Well, that's the usual stuff there.
What would you like to eat for lunch?
I gotta take what I get, whatever you got left. Sometimes
Huh?
they only got bologna left for me.
You like bologna?
I mean, that's,
Well, what if you could choose, you know? If you had the first choice, what would you pick for lunch?
roast beef.
Listen, how fast can you usually deliver lunch?
Oh, about 10 minutes.
Fast as that? Is it a good place?
Yeah, it's good. I mean,
Is the food clean and all?
yeah, it's fresh. You know. From what I see, it's very clean.
Do they use good grade foods and all that?
Yeah, the best in the city there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How about the prices? Are they? Would you consider them reasonable?
Well, we compared prices with the other restaurants,
Yeah.
and ours is cheaper.
Like how much?
Oh, about 5 or 10 cents. Sometimes a quarter more.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It is clean, huh?
They got a man all day long cleaning up the place. Goes around tables, you know, and sweeps up.
That's fine.
Because, you know, the Board of Health inspects.
The who?
There's a man comes in, Board of Health,
The Board of Health?
every day, and he looks and...
Why? How come he comes in every day?
Well, they don't know who he is.
Well, what do you got? Coffee and what else?
Milk,
Coffee and milk.
orange juice, Coca-Cola, malted milk. Sodas, we got ice cream soda,
You do?
all flavors.
All flavors.
So that other people may have less eatless days, we have been asked to have some meatless days and an eggless Thursday. Well, some people have cooperated wholeheartedly, and some whole hog. The chicken may continue to lay down his eggs for his country and Europe, too, without asking questions. But some of the people won't give up even one meatball as long as they don't understand the real reason. The man with the hidden mic stopped 4 meat eaters, all men, and this is how they have scrambled up the egg and meat situation.
What about this meatless Tuesday and eggless Thursday? What is it for? I can't get it straight.
What is it for?
Yeah.
As sure as your meat.
Where?
Oh, we got to send them over to the other side. That's the only thing I can see.
In other words, we
have to starve ourselves to give it to them over there.
Is that what you figured?
That's what I figured.
Well, I mean, what, are we sending meat over there?
They're selling meat, wheat, flour, anything.
Do you cut out meat tonight?
Oh, well, it's a rule. I don't eat eggs anyhow.
You don't eat eggs, but you eat meat.
Oh, yeah.
Well, do you cut out meat on Tuesday?
Oh, now and then, yeah, I guess I did.
It only started.
Two times, that's all.
You cut out meat?
Yeah, well, I liver was Tuesday. That is meat. You don't class that as meat.
No, I don't guess so.
Well, they're allowed liver now and beef and stuff like that, beef lungs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's how.
Well, what do you think is the best way they could ever do this if they want to save some meat and everything else?
Best way?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Do you think rationing would work better?
Oh, that's about the best. That was the other way. I guess it was again.
You think we could go back to rationing?
I guess we will. I mean, if they don't get what they want, the first thing is to go back to rationing.
Are you in favor of sending this stuff over there?
To where?
Well, to Europe. I mean, if them people haven't got any food.
Well, they have stopped now. A little more starving like them anyhow.
So let them be, huh?
That's it.
Why are they asking us to cut down on eggs and meat?
Feed the other side, I guess.
You think it's going to work?
Something wrong with it. I don't know why it is. I don't think it'll ever work.
Is anybody doing it that you know?
Not that I know of, man.
Do you cut out eggs? Huh?
No, sir.
Well, how do you think they could get us to save some food if they really wanted to? What could they do?
I don't know.
You think it's really for Europe? You think anything is going to Europe?
Positive it is for you. Right. Send the wheat over there to England.
Uh-huh.
Then they send it back to Scotch whiskey.
Is that what they do?
They send it back to whiskey.
Send it back in Scotch whiskey. You think some of this is real?
Listen to beer.
My goodness.
Well, you give it to them for nothing and you pay money to get it back.
What's your angle?
But my angle is, well, when I was in the war, in the army, and I was overseas before I came back, and I see how it was over in Germany.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Was it bad?
Oh, it was terrible over there.
Is that right?
Yeah. And in England, I have a friend just came back.
Yeah.
And she said it's awful terrible over there for food and stuff. There's no coal or nothing over there. It's going to be a mighty tough winter in Germany and also in England.
Yeah.
It's very bad over there.
Are you cutting down on your meat?
Sure, I'm cutting down on it.
Did you have any meat last Thursday?
No, not at home.
No?
No, I haven't bought any meat in a long time in my house.
How come?
It costs too much.
Is that right?
Yes.
Well, I'm surprised about that. Do you eat just eggs and all?
Yeah, a little egg.
Uh-huh.
But what I don't eat on my job, I don't eat it at home.
I get it.
They should grab all the big shots and put some down in necks and put them in the East River.
Why?
Yeah, because they're not going to stop eating steaks. During the war, they ate steaks. Yeah, they sit back and gossip and eat steaks and so forth, chicken, stuff like that. No, they're not starving, and they never will starve.
Are you listening, Mr. Luckman? What these people don't know should give us plenty of food for thought. Occasionally, we have pulled someone's leg in making one of our Candid recordings. And once, some weeks ago, we pulled a lady's hair. The man with the hidden mic posed as a hairdresser long enough to give this lady a very unusual scalp treatment. And he really got into her hair. Well, unless someone is pulling our leg, We seem to have started a new trend in hairdressing. 7 beauticians have written to say that they've adopted vigorous treatment as part of their own hairstyling routine. It invigorates the customer and her hair. Well, we've been so puzzled about the whole thing, we're going to let you hear this recording again, and maybe you can tell us who's kidding whom.
I'm going to take care of you today, Madam. Gene is away on vacation.
Well, I made an appointment with him.
Well, he suddenly had an opportunity to spend his vacation now, and he took off. So I'm sure I can satisfy him.
Are you new here? I haven't seen you around here before.
Oh, I've been here on and off. What can I do for you today?
Well,
Like your hair washed?
I've had my heart set on Gene's doing it.
Well, I'll do the very best I can. I'm sure I'll please you. Would you like it washed, perhaps?
Yes, I want it washed and set.
Any particular way?
Well, I guess I'll have it out if it's so hot.
All right, fine. I want to...
Not the way it is now. I want something new.
Well,
something different.
I'll do it differently. I want you to let me try something that we... is a newest import from Paris. It's a new idea in hair health. We take the scalp and massage it very vigorously this way.
No, now, wait.
Well, you just be comfortable now. I'll fix this for you. We take the hair, you see. It's a...
well, it hurts.
Well, sometimes we pull it to...
Don't you think you'd better put one of those bibs around my neck?
No, that's all right. I'll do that when I wash your hair. But first
You're going to wash it now?
No, after a while. I get this stimulation in your scalp, you see. Oh. Your hair is a little matted, you know.
Matted?
Yeah.
What do you mean matted? Perfectly all right.
Well, it's a little knotty.
Well, don't...
But,
Now, wait a minute.
That's all right. Now, just, madam, you're moving a little too much. You're moving now.
I'm moving?
Yes, you are.
Well, I'm sitting perfectly still. You're knocking me around.
Well, this will do you a great deal of good if you just,
well, don't you think we'd better go over and have
Why don't you just
now?
relax here and let me try this?
Well, it's very difficult.
Well,
I'm not sure you know what you're doing. Now, wait a minute. Let's stop a minute.
Just a second, madam. I want you to really enjoy this.
Well, I'm not enjoying it. I'm having an awful time.
You like it. When it's over, you'll
appreciate it. Well, I think I will. Well, this is terrible. Now, wait. Stop.
And if you get the same kind of treatment in your beauty parlor, blame the man with the hidden mic. He started the whole thing. If you were wondering what's going on here, our answer is nothing that didn't actually happen in real life. But when it happened, we were there with a hidden microphone and came back with a secret recording of it. We do our eavesdropping in the street, in shops, offices, and even in homes. Because we don't really pry into your private life. But because our business is catching the off-guard words and reactions of people like you, you'll never know until we've got you on record that you've been talking into the Candid microphone. Whether it's for playing hooky or signing Pa's name on the report card, the principle is the grade school Supreme Court a kid has to face single-handed after he's been caught red-handed. But a schoolboy would rather get 40 whacks on the seat of learning than face the eternity of this bleak meeting of mind and mind not. With the cooperation of School Superintendent Gross of Nassau County in New York, the Candid microphone was there on the carpet with one young offender when he was called in to discuss a few principles with his principal. It was give and take all the way, a truly democratic discussion between man and boy. Listen.
It isn't clear to me why you don't cooperate with your teachers better. What seems to be the trouble there? You don't know. Well, I've had a number of complaints about you, and I like to think that all boys in our school are fine fellows. Wouldn't it be a fine thing if the principal could feel that all the boys in his school are fine fellows? I like to think that all my boys in this school are good, red-blooded American boys and citizens. And here we have have to have some fellows that don't seem to know how to get along with the teachers. I think that one of the most wonderful things in the life of a boy is to have it said that he has known how to get along with his teachers. Surely you don't want to grow up to be a man and have your whole life marred by the deeds that you do you? Well, don't you understand that after all is said and done, you're going to be the kind of a young man and an older man after a while that you are the kind of a boy today. What do you think you can do about all this in the future? Are you going to try to develop a better sense of attitude? Are you? You don't know. Well, after all, our relations with other people, Sonny, is the most important thing in this world. If you do those things, you'll make your parents happy. And when you grow up, you will be a better man and a better citizen. And after all, isn't that worthwhile trying to do? Well, I think your answer ought to be yes on that. Can't you just say, yes, I'm going to try to do that? Don't you think you owe that to yourself and to your parents? Well, I think you do. Well, that's fine. And I'm glad that you see the light, and I hope that you will never have to be sent down here in the office again. Not that I don't want to see you, but we can see each other without coming into the office, can't we?
Yeah.
You don't want to be sent down here for these misdemeanors anymore, do you? Well, congratulations on your stand, and let's hope that you'll be a fine fellow from now on. Okay?
The old saying still goes. It's not school some kids mind. It's the principle of the thing. Virtue may be its own reward. But when a man has stuck faithfully to his job for 50 years, he likes to be rewarded with something a little more tangible than a pat on the back. Now, we wouldn't want to disillusion anyone who's been with his firm 49 years. But your getting that inscribed watch is all part of a plan bigger than you or me. Maintaining morale is a business within big business. So the next time your department head hands you the gold-plated plaque with 5 clusters, remember, it was probably suggested to him by one of the trophy and plaque companies whose bread and butter lies in giving people like you your just desserts. The man with the hidden mic posed as an agent for a big operator looking for suggestions on how to reward employees. His ideas of meritorious service may seem strange to you, but they didn't faze the trophy salesman. This is what we mean.
Well, they also have some very special other awards that we want to give.
What is it, sir? And then we can go through
For instance, want to give an award for the person who makes the least personal call. One guy who never uses a phone for personal
you
call.
give a man like that an emblem.
About how much does that cost?
The whole in solid gold with the ruby and all, just roughly figuring around $5.
$5.
In solid gold, just roughly figuring. Maybe between $2.50 and it's around $5. Well, you have a suggestion emblem in the factory. Some of them use a suggestion emblem. But in the
For the best suggestion?
Yes, for the best suggestion.
They got a special emblem.
See, it's marked. Suggestions.
Best suggestion.
And then when it's a very high-class suggestion, they put a diamond in it.
That's for high-class suggestions.
Yes. See, it says there what it's for.
Outstanding achievement of Robert Louis Stevenson High School.
Yeah,
High school.
For an outside achievement. Well, they do that in business, too.
Yeah.
See, for that, you can't give them anything too expensive.
Yeah. Well, they want to give for the most punctual attendance. Always come out
I'll tell you what I would do in that case. I'd put up a nice plaque for that purpose and inscribe their name on the plaque.
For that, yes.
We call it the attendance plaque.
I
See? See, 100% attendance award. Now, that's hung up. Now, they'd like to see their names. Everybody comes in and sees that name on there.
They're proud of it.
Yeah, sure, they're proud of it, and that's not expensive. When that plaque is near the time card, near the time clock, they all pass it, and they look at it, and they want to be on there.
They want to be
They
on
want to
that
be on
thing.
there because they don't want somebody else kidding them. Why aren't you on there? Well, I'm on there, John. Why don't you get on there? It's about time. You're here so many years, you're not on there. So John is going to try to get on there. So $16.50 for an investment is not dear. At 7 cents a letter, it creates something. See, this stares them in the face every time they come in.
Yeah, that's a
See,
good point.
that is a very good point because that is something that you're shaming them into something to be on time.
They want to have an award for the person who has asked for a raise least, is most satisfied with his job.
You can only give them a gift.
You can give them a gift.
Give them a gift.
What kind of a gift?
Anything the amount that they want to spend. They've got to designate what they want to spend for gift and carry that through.
We got a water fountain there, and people keep on coming back and forth to the water fountain.
That's right.
We want to give an award for the person that goes to the water fountain least.
I like to answer it this way. My wife has under her employ 100 girls. They give them a rest period in the morning of 15 minutes. They give them a rest period in the afternoon of 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But they find excuses to go out in between, and they don't come back on time, and they're always got trouble.
Sure.
And they're union people, and if you hit them too much, they complain to the union, and you've got certain problems in the factory.
Well, how can you stop this going back and forth?
I would put up a plaque or a trophy for an award interdepartment competition.
Maybe for the people who use,
That's right. And at the end of the year, the one that wins the most keeps that plaque in their department for that year.
Keeps the plaque.
See?
That's a good idea.
You can get a very small plaque and say it runs for you. So it'll cost you $8 for the plaque.
Department A for
That's
not
right.
going to the water fountain
That's
too
right.
often and so on.
That's right. That puts them on their honor.
On your honor.
That puts them on their honor. But the floor lady or the foreman of that department watches it. See, he's got to make in a report every day. So many went today.
Yeah.
So many this or so many that. Then they know at the end of the month you're really watching them.
Yeah, that's
See?
good. Yeah.
And we put the figure on it. We put a victory figure on or achievement figure. See, this is a victory
figure would be good for
This
that.
is a victory figure for that purpose.
Doesn't sound like much of a problem.
No, but at the end of the year, it's ours.
Hours. That's
And it's hard to control.
hard.
It's hard to control.
But this is going to cut it down.
And if this cuts it down 50%, it's earned its money.
Sure.
It won't eliminate it completely.
That's it. $15 if we can
That's
cut it
right.
down.
That's right. You show them something nice, see?
I'm wondering how to start this whole program.
Does he have a Christmas party?
Once in a while, but on their own time.
Well, no, I don't. It takes. How long will it take? A half an hour. So that day he takes a half an hour extra.
Well, I don't know if I like that so much.
So they have a New Year's party at New Year's time
On their own time.
in the evening.
In the evening, yeah.
That he pays for the Christmas dinner, or he
They
chips
chip
in
in
with
for
them.
it. They
All
chip in
right,
for
then
it.
not that Christmas dinner. See, or New Year's dinner. Everybody should be there. There's something special going to be taken up at that New Year's dinner.
Yeah.
Or the Christmas. Then you put this whole plan in operation right then and there.
Yeah.
And make sure that everybody has got to be there that night.
Well, if
Or
they're
that
paying for it
afternoon.
themselves, they
Yeah.
usually show up.
And you're going to hit them with a bang starting the whole thing the first of the year.
Right.
You get everything ready for it. Smack. From the day on, tomorrow on, when you come back to work, this all goes into effect. See?
Right.
Then the man that's working there 45 years knows 5 years after that he's going to get the watch and the other pin with the extra diamond in it. The man that's there 40 years says, gee, I hope I wait. I'm here till 50 years. The man that's there 9 years says, oh, next year I'm getting a 10-year pin.
Yeah.
That's the way those things work.
This kind of stuff can help them around.
Oh, no question about it. It'll go over like a bang.
There has been much ado about presenting a dialect in radio. But to the true American, there's nothing un-American in another man's accent. It's in what a person says. Accidentally, our microphone overheard one lady with an accent. But the accent is on genuine warmth and friendliness. Nothing much happens in this 2 minutes or so of talk in a parlor. But the woman who's talking sounds like the kind of person we'd like to know, regardless of her origin or speech. Now, listen to a voice raised in admiration, but not envy.
I never saw such a luxury in a house. I never saw a home like this in my life. What a home. You should see that antiques for that interior decorator collected in all those lamps, those pictures. But the maid has a bedroom in a bathroom. The boys have that bedroom in a bathroom. And they have a beautiful bedroom in a bathroom. She has a powder room. I never saw things like this in my life. And half is black paper, and paradise birds are painted on that black paper. So the birds, facing one the other. When you come in that powder room, you look in that mirror. So you see all those birds. And in the side is the bathroom. So the bathroom is burgundy tiles, and the tiles are so shiny. Each bedroom has a different color. Their bedroom is burgundy, the boys is pink, and the maid is green. You should see the maid's room and bathroom. In that garden, I never saw such a flower cell. I never saw such a roses. The roses, climbing roses, climb to the second floor. At each window, the roses are in the window. I never saw such a paradise. They have a bar in the basement. So the whole room is red leather. The seat is all around the room, like benches, like a bench, all around. And the bar is also red and like stuff, with leather stuff. And all around is the glass brick.
Is it a new house or an old house?
No, they built a house 4 years ago. In the bedroom are bedspreads, and the curtains are the same like the wallpaper. Did you ever see it?
No.
Same print. They made especially for them. You should see those children, how clever. A boy of 8 years sits with the radio, just like a man, a big man. And even the boys, you can see that they are rich boys. Their faces are so beautiful. And how clever they are, and how they behave. They're really self-made men. When their father died, they were 9 children. And poor, he left them penniless. And they raised up, and they educate themselves. See, the rich people have luck with everything. I don't know, because they are rich because they are lucky, or they are lucky because they are rich.
So until next week, the Candid microphone goes back into hiding, the better to catch you in our act. Nothing is off the record when the man with the hidden mic crosses your path.
The Candid microphone is tailored for your enjoyment, and we want to hear your candid comments about it. If there's someone you'd like to hear us catch off guard, tell it to the man with the hidden mic. Write to Candid Microphone in care of the American Broadcasting Company, New York 20, New York. We hope you'll eavesdrop in again next Monday when we'll be heard again over most of these ABC stations. On the staff behind the Candid microphone are Joe Graham, Ralph Norman, Nina Hebra, and John Larkin. Dorian St. George speaking. Candid microphone is a copyrighted Alan A. Funt production. Now, here's a special program note. How can we keep America's economy free and strong? Don't miss hearing what the experts say on America's Town Meeting tomorrow night over this ABC station.
This program was transcribed. This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.
It's 10 o'clock at KECA, Los Angeles.